Hi friends and family, this is Bernadine coming at you. I hope I'm looking at this camera correctly. As I said in my other video, I'm just learning about this camera and it looked like I was looking off there. So I'm going to try looking right there. And I hope I'm looking at you right in the eyeball. But welcome to my channel. This is How the Hook Turns. My name is Bernadine. I'm your host for a little while this afternoon. Sit back, put your feet up, get you a drink of some kind, whatever you like, some sweet tea or water or coffee. It's kind of late for coffee though, friends. It's after 7 o'clock in the evening and I never make videos this late in the day. But I thought, why not? So, I'm just coming to visit with you for just a short time. I'm sitting in my rocker here, my little craft room. I have the curtains closed, but there is a double window. No, it's more than a double window. It's that big window. I don't know what you call it, but there it is. And the west is that way, friends. So you know the sun sets in the west. So we have some sun coming in here in the late afternoon and early evening. And as I said, it's after 7 o'clock, and the sun is nowhere near going down because it is. I'm sorry. Is this July the 25th? I think it is. July the 25th, 2025. I think that noise was cats in there. Yeah, 2025. Up here on the high plains of West Texas. Thank you for being here. Thank you for visiting with me and giving me a chance and watching my video. I showed my yarn haul yesterday, all my Christmas yarn. I found my book with the little amigurumis and ornaments in it. It was right over there, covered up, but it was right over there. So, yeah, I'm going to be getting on that. Right now, oh, I'm sorry, friends. Right now, this is my knitting. Don't mind that. That's some yarn left over from the hodgepodge blanket. Well, it's not left over. I will be using that. It's just kind of a mess over here. So, it is what it is, okay? There. My goodness, what is that noise? I don't know, friends. I may have to go check on that here in a minute. Yeah, but I thought I'm working on this basket weave blanket, and I want to show you how the pattern is turning out. Isn't that going to be pretty? The teal is just the teal. Wait, here's the front. The right side. The teal is just the edging on it, and these basket weaves are the pattern on it, the purple. Yeah, like I told you in that last video, my mama taught me how to do that, and I thought that was the coolest thing. So, I've made a blanket before with that pattern years ago. And then I started making another one, as I said in my last video. And we were moving. We sold our house and we're moving to a house down by the lake. Lake Livingston in Houston, or right north of Houston. And the whole thing got messed up. I couldn't revive it or bring it back or save the yarn or anything. It was a disaster. So I decided I would just make another one. Now I still have to finish my hodgepodge blanket. I still have to get started on my Christmas stuff. It may be Christmas in August instead of Christmas in July. But it's fine. there's only one of me, and there's so much going on around here in my life. Life happens. We have a trip planned tomorrow to go visit his family in New Mexico. I'm not sure if we're going to be making that trip because we haven't located everybody that we want to visit there yet. There's been some tragedies going on in their lives too. His uncle's house burned down not long ago. So they're displaced. So it's just and he wants to go visit one of his old band directors from years ago, and we're not sure where he is. He's way up there in years. So I don't know. Everything's up in the air. The good news, friends, is the air conditioning leak up in the attic has stopped. The P-trap worked, whatever that is, it worked. So they finally sent somebody out here that knew what they were doing. Took 3 trips to get somebody that knew what would stop that leaking. 3 plumber trips and 3 air conditioning men trips, and the last air conditioner man knew exactly what the problem was. Told us. Went up there, fixed it. It didn't take him 10 minutes, not even 5 minutes. And that was the end of that leaking. So now, the next step, since the water has stopped, is to get a contractor out here and fix the ceiling. Yeah, friends, it's always something, isn't it? So there's that. I'm still waiting on the correct piece of equipment for the internet, so that's still not working. That really makes it hard with no internet, because we never watch TV, but we're on our computers a lot. Once the computers came on the scene in 1995 or 96, that was the end of TV for me. I didn't care anything about it anymore. And the same for my husband. Actually, we met on the internet, okay? That was back in 1998. Yeah. It was either safer back then to meet people on the internet, or all the creeps had not been exposed yet. And with the World Wide Web and more dating sites are uncovering more and more creepy people, okay? My husband was a good person, but they're not all good, okay? You got to be very careful. And today, would I do it again? Never. Not in today's society. Too dangerous. God has his hand on me, and probably on Lewis too, because he could have got a nut too. But he didn't. Well, he says I'm a nut, but I'm not that kind of nut. I'm a good nut, okay? But did I ever tell you my husband and I met online? Yes, we did. And we have met on the computer, and we're just computer people. Some people are television people, and some people are computer people. And some people are just off the grid and don't do any of that stuff, which is fine too. 2, 4, 6, 8, yeah. To do this pattern, you do 8 knits and 8 pearls. 8 knits, 8 pearls. And back and forth and back and forth. And you start out with 8 knits and you end with 8 pearls. And when you go back, you get the basket weave. Right, on each side. So that's how this pattern works out. I don't really mind doing pearls. Pearls are fine with me. Knits are fine with me. So it's not Doesn't really matter to me what I'm doing here. And I don't like knitting any more than I like crocheting. But the most wonderful thing I like to make are knitted socks. Handmade. Not on the knitting machine. Not the panel thing. Or the tube thing. But sitting here with my hands, with needles that I do by hand. That's my favorite thing to make. Oh, I have so many socks. I think I've said on this channel before, I have short socks, long socks. I had to make a special drawer just for my knitted socks. And it's getting too full. I really don't need any more socks. Really and truly. I have sock yarn, but I'm not making any more for myself. It would be for somebody else. It would not be for me. Because the socks I made 10 years ago are still just as good as the day I made them. They don't have any wear and tear on them. They don't have any holes in them. They haven't come apart anywhere. They wear well, friends. And these I wash and dry. I get the yarn you can wash and dry. Now, that's what I've always gotten. Lately, I've been using quote-unquote fancy yarn. Fancier yarn. So I'm not sure if that's going to work for me, washing and drying that yarn. I have not dried any. I have washed them in the washer and laid them out to dry. It says you can, but I'm afraid to. I spent a lot of money for that yarn and spent a lot of time on those socks. And I certainly don't want those socks. I certainly don't want those socks. Anything happening to my socks. I know. I know, friends. This is just a short Friday night video. Oops, sorry. I don't need to be using that hand for that. Because that's where y'all are. Right there in the corner, I think. Hi, friends and family. I'm going to end this video. I thank you for being with me. Oh, we got a lot of rain last night. The roads were a bit muddy today, but we did get out because my husband did have a doctor's appointment. And thank goodness the roads were good enough that we could get out. So, yeah. And it might rain again tonight, they say. So, a lot of people are getting floods and rains. And I have a friend up in Missouri. That got a lot of rain in her basement last night. And I was checking on her this afternoon, but they're doing okay. Thank goodness they're all right. And they lost some stuff they had to throw away, but mainly everything's fine. Okay, friends, I'm bringing this to a close. I love you. I'm sending my love out to you. Come back and see me. Thanks for being here. I'll catch you on the next video. And we'll be doing something else on the next video. Love y'all. Bye for now.